So let's start the theory part. Already I have discussed the chapter number 22. Yes, it is necessary. It is necessary. You have to make your project very attractive so that you can get full marks. Okay, so for that you have to draw some pictures, you have to print out some pictures and you have to paste it there. Okay, then after that your project will look very nice. Okay, come back to the theory part. That is, I have started to discuss the chapter number 22, that is chemical coordination and integration. In my previous two classes already I have discussed about the what is hormone and basic introductory part, and another two parts I have discussed, that is hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Today I will start with another endocrine gland, that is the pineal gland. Okay, next endocrine gland is the pineal gland. As you know that you have to read about the location, hormones released by the particular gland and their function. So what we have to know about those glands? First one you have to know location, second we will come to know hormone, and third one is function. So what is the location of the pineal gland? Location of the pineal gland, that is, it is located on the dorsal side of the forebrain. As you know that our brain, human brain, is divided into three parts: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. So forebrain, in the dorsal side of the forebrain, a small sized gland is located which is called as pineal gland. Okay, and what is the name of the hormone which is secreted by the pineal gland? The hormone secreted by the pineal gland is melatonin. Melatonin hormone is secreted from the pituitary gland. Now we will see what are the functions of melatonin. Melatonin mainly helps in the maintaining our sleep-wake cycle. Sleep-wake cycle. What is the meaning of the cycle? That is, as you know that in the sometime we feel sleepy and sometimes we are awake. That means usually at the daytime we awake and at the night we sleep, right? So this cycle, this sleep-wake cycle, or this 24-hour diurnal rhythm of our body is maintained by the melatonin hormone. So I am repeating, what is the function of melatonin hormone? So the main function of melatonin hormone is that it helps in the regulation of the 24-hour diurnal rhythm of our body. For example, it helps in the maintenance of the normal rhythms of sleep-wake cycle. It will help in the maintaining of the normal rhythm of the sleep-wake cycle. And what are the another functions? It also helps in the maintaining the body temperature. Okay, and it is having another role, like it helps in the pigmentation, it helps in the in case of female, helps in the menstrual cycle. Okay, it influences the metabolism and it also influences our defense capability. Okay, so all these are some roles of the hormone melatonin which is secreted by the pineal gland. And as you know, after the some years, that means after near about 10 years of age, the pineal gland starts degenerating and it becomes a small sand-like structure. Okay, so this is all about the pineal gland. Next important gland is the thyroid gland. Okay, next important gland is the thyroid gland. Now we have to know the same 3 points about the thyroid gland also. So first we have to know the location of the thyroid gland. Now I will show you the how it looks. It looks like quite, it is a bilobed structure. Okay, thyroid gland is a bilobed structure and it can be present in the trachea. Okay, so what is the location of the thyroid gland? So this part is considered as trachea, and in the trachea you can find the bilobed thyroid gland. I am repeating, what is the location of the thyroid gland? Thyroid gland mainly it is composed of 2 lobes. You can see these 2 lobes, and this is located on the either side of the trachea. Okay, and you can see that these 2 lobes are interconnected. These 2 lobes are interconnected by a structure which is called as isthmus. Okay, these 2 lobes are interconnected by a structure which is called as isthmus. Now, you have to know that from where these hormones are released from the hormones of the thyroid gland can be released from which part? The hormones of the thyroid gland can be released in the thyroid gland. Actually, it is composed of some follicle or some stromal tissue. Okay, and these thyroid follicles are usually composed of follicular cells enclosing a cavity. So, in the thyroid gland, thyroid follicles are present, and inside the thyroid follicles, thyroid follicular cells are present, which are releasing the thyroid hormones, which are synthesizing the thyroid hormones. These follicular cells usually synthesize 2 hormones. What are they? In short, we can call it T3 and T4. So, first one is T3 and second one is T4. So, what is the full form of T3 and T4? Full form of T3 is triiodothyronine. As 3 means tri, so full form is triiodothyronine. And what is the full form of T4? 4 means tetra. So, full form of T4 is tetraiodothyronine or thyroxine. Okay. So, full form of T3 is triiodothyronine and full form of T4 is tetraiodothyronine or thyroxine. Vishal, you have written something. I will after finishing my topic, I am checking it. Okay. So, T3 and T4 can be released from the thyroid gland. That means from the follicular cells of the thyroid gland. Now, another important part you can find it that iodo. In their name, iodo term is there. That means iodine. Why iodine? Because iodine is essential for the synthesis of the thyroid hormones. Iodine is essential for the synthesis of the thyroid hormones. Okay, without iodine, these thyroid hormones will not be synthesized. That is why we should take iodine, we should take appropriate amount of iodine in our diet. So, what will happen if we don't take appropriate amount of iodine in our diet? Some problems may occur. That means deficiency of iodine in our diet may result in the hypothyroidism. So, it will result in the condition which is called as hypothyroidism. As I have mentioned that a 2 term can be used, that are hypo and hyper. Hypo means when a hormone can be released in a very less amount, and hyper means when a hormone will be released in very quite large amount. Okay. So, hypothyroidism condition can be seen if you don't take iodine in the diet, then synthesis of the thyroid hormones will not take place properly, so that what will happen, this hypothyroidism condition can be seen. Okay. And another thing that can be seen, that enlargement of the thyroid gland. So thyroid gland will be enlarged, and this condition is also considered as goiter. You have already read this term in the junior classes, so we are reading it right now also, that what is goiter, that enlargement of the thyroid gland, and as now you know what is the cause of the goiter. Okay. Now, hypothyroidism during the pregnancy. A female, when she is pregnant, if hypothyroidism condition can be seen in that particular female, then what will happen? That it can cause defective development and maturation of the growing baby, leading to stunted growth, and this condition is considered as cretinism. Problem in the development and maturation of the baby will be seen, and stunted growth will be there. This condition is called as cretinism. So cretinism can be abnormality or disability of hypothyroidism that can be found particularly in the child. Now, hypothyroidism and in that case also mental retardation, low intelligence, abnormal skin, deep mutism, these also can be seen. Okay. Now, if in adult women this hypothyroidism can be seen, then what will happen? It may affect the menstrual cycle. Okay, it may affect the menstrual cycle. What will happen? Menstrual cycle may become irregular. Okay. So these are the different effects of thyroid gland hormones. And another thing, so these are all about the hypothyroidism. Now another important part, if cancer can be seen in the thyroid gland or nodules are formed in the thyroid gland, then it will increase the level of thyroid hormone. Okay, and this condition is called as hyperthyroidism, and which may affect or which may create adverse effects on the body physiology. Okay, so this is the condition for hyperthyroidism. Now, so this is all about the different hormones which are released from the thyroid gland, and they are different. If it can be secreted in the that means low amount or high amount, these are the conditions that can be seen. Now we have to know the general function of the thyroid hormones, that means general function of T3 and T4. So what are the main function of these hormones? First, it is playing role in maintaining BMR. So what is the full form of BMR? BMR is yes. In the hilly region, they are not taking the appropriate amount of iodine with their food. That is why in the hilly region, goiter can be seen more. Okay, these type of questions may be asked in the junior classes many times, because it is a very common question. Now it may be asked also. So what is the main role? That it helps in the regulation of the BMR. Full form of BMR is basal metabolic rate. Okay, it helps in the regulation of the BMR. Next one is this hormone helps in the process of red blood cell formation. Helps in the formation process. Helps in the process of formation of red blood cells, or in short we can call it RBC. Third important function is that this hormone helps in the metabolism of carbohydrate, protein and fat. Third function is helps in the metabolism of carbohydrate, protein and fat. Okay, thyroid hormones helps in the metabolism of the carbohydrate, protein and fat. That is why this hormone can be considered as calorigenic hormone. As you know that carbohydrate is the energy giving food, so as it helps in the metabolism of the carbohydrate, that is why this hormone is considered as calorigenic hormone. Okay, and another main important function is the helps in the maintenance of water and electrolytes in our body. It helps in the maintenance of water and electrolytes in the electrolyte balance in the body. Okay, so these are the main functions of the thyroid gland. Particularly I have discussed about the two hormones, that is T3 and T4. Another hormone is there which is the protein hormone that can also be released from the thyroid gland, is considered as TCT. Full form is thyrocalcitonin. What is the third hormone? Third hormone is the TCT, and full form of TCT is thyrocalcitonin. And what is the function of TCT? TCT helps in the, as its name suggests, calcitonin, so it comes with the calcium, that means its function is related to calcium. So what is the function? It helps in the regulation of the blood calcium level. Okay, it helps in the maintenance of the regulation of the blood calcium level, and you have to remember that this hormone is a protein hormone. Okay, so this is all about the hormones of the thyroid gland and their function. In my next class I will discuss about the another endocrine glands. Okay, so for today that's it.